I'm Jordan Tishler. I run Digital Bear Entertainment here in Boston. I am a record producer, mix engineer. I also manage a number of clients, and I run a sister company called songsforsync.com that does music licensing for TV and film and that sort of thing. I started out as a musician like most of you people. Spent all my time playing in bands and gigging. Pretty soon people started asking me to record them. First my own band and then other bands, and I bought a little 4-track cassette machine and used my delay pedal for an effect. Sounded lousy, but of course, what did I know then? What one really needs is to be talented in multiple areas. You have to be able to sing, if that's your thing, to have a certain look, to represent something. You need to be able to entertain on stage. And you have to be business-minded, which means you're reliable, you show up, you have a concept, you work well with other people, you take direction well, and mostly that you're diligent. Those are sort of the factors that I look for in an artist and are hard to come by. The first thing we would do if we were going to record your song is go over your song. We would end up sitting on the couch and you would play your guitar and I would listen, and I'd ask you to give me a lyric sheet and chord charts if you can do that, and really kind of follow along and make sure that the song has a really good hook and the lyrics all make sense and I really follow it. Most of the artists that I work with are going to either have a backing group or or many of them don't perform with the group at all. So for those singer-songwriters, then it's more a matter of just starting out with a click track. If it's to be a really raw type thing, then maybe no click track. That all depends upon how much the intention is to embellish after. If we're going to want to bring in the MIDI shakers after the fact, then maybe we need to stick to time. My problem with drums is I have too many of them. So I've got Superior, drum corps, a stylus, trigger, and now I have Drumagog. Somewhere I have Reason. There's stuff that I actually have that I don't even really use any longer. Plus all the Apple loops in Logic, for example. It gets to the point where you say, maybe I have more tools than I need, and at this point it's like either some go by the wayside or I'm going to spend all this time trying to figure out which one I mean to use. But stylus is definitely a starting point, particularly for stuff that wants to be more modern pop or urban or something like that. We are using a lot of the sound toys like the Echo Boy and stuff. Fantastic delays. In terms of reverbs, I have sold all of my external reverb boxes and moved all of the reverb back into the computer. The sonic quality of plug-in EQ and even more so compression has led me to stop using those plugins a lot and move back towards hardware for that sort of thing. Because I found through real trial and error, and experimentation that you get 90% of the way there in a plugin. But the problem is that the brilliance, the artistry, is in that other 10%. If you look around the room, you'll see an analog console, SSL, you'll see API in the rack, you'll see Harrison EQs, LA2A. The point being that I've put a lot of time and effort and money into this analog gear, which frankly came after all of the plugins. What do I have to say to an aspiring producer or artist? If you're working at home on your laptop, I still work at home on my laptop. What's going on in this room that you can both learn from and also, make use of, avail yourself of? Music is about social interaction. In its most basic form, it's about a bunch of people getting together and jamming. We've moved into an era where either as a recording artist or as a producer, it can get done so much in isolation that there's no collaboration. And there's real value in working with other people. having that exchange of ideas. Your career will blossom more when you work with other people and get that input and feedback and creative juices flowing. And so I'm not saying don't do stuff in your bedroom by yourself. What I'm saying is keep the mind open, spend some time doing this with other people. Don't think that your laptop is the be-all and end-all sonic creation device. You need a room like this one, which was designed by George Augsburger. These monitors are made by Quested. They're designed to let us know in a room like this what's working and what's not working and how to fix what's not working. Over a lot of time, I figured out which gear was going to help me do my job better and be able to make music sound better and sell better. Get yourself into a room like this, and if you happen to be local or coming to town, come visit us at Digital Bear. Learn what we do. Book some time and work with us. That's a learning experience for you, and that helps us stay current too. Digital Bear Entertainment. Look us up on the web, give us a call. I'm Jordan Tishler, and it'd be nice to meet you guys.